Hey guys, Jen here with Serenity Hill Farmstead. We are doing today our fourth video in our curriculum series for our 2020-2021 school year. All right, so today we are going to be going through my 10th grader, Wyatt, his curriculum. He has some group studies, but most of it is independent studies. So I'm gonna share with you all of what we're doing for him, and then I'm just going to mention the little bit of what is going to be included in the group studies. So last year we started the high school, The Good and the Beautiful, which I believe, yeah, what it's called, got it right here, Greenleaf High School is what they call it. So what that looks like is it's a booklet set like this. Now we have done booklet sets in the past. We did life packs. It was the first set of curriculum we used when we started homeschooling, and it was almost the last. But we really were not fans of the booklet type of curriculum. This has changed my mind. This is fabulous. I absolutely love it. This is definitely easier for him to take small bites instead of this big, huge, massive, overwhelming book. And each one of them focuses on something a little bit different, but all with the same goals, the same scope and sequence it follows throughout the whole year. For the first book, you have your course instruction, and that tells you everything that you're going to need and how you really want to set this up and structure it for your child for the year. One of the things I really like about this is it encourages the kids to organize themselves, and Wyatt has ADHD, among some other things, and executive functioning skills are extremely hard for someone with ADHD. I really do like this. This worked really well for us this past year. He's got one booklet left that he's doing over the summer, and then we'll take a little break and we'll be on into this for his sophomore year. I can't believe I have a sophomore. Because I mentioned that already, I was gonna put this in another video, all of the ADHD tools that we use, which I could still do, but I wanna mention this because it is directly related to how we use this. This is a workbook that I got off of Amazon. I can link it below for you guys if you wanna check it out. This is wonderful. It gives you kind of a little self-test, and how we did it was he did his thoughts and then I did mine for the things that he thinks that he struggles with and the things I notice that I see a struggle with, and then it gives you a bunch of exercises to do, activities and whatnot that you do. See, there they are there. And it's all to help executive functioning skills. Now, Wyatt's diagnosis came very late in his young life, but I didn't know what executive functioning was. So we're working hard on this because this is something, if you have ADHD children, you work on like yesterday. And since yesterday was several years ago, we're working on it like double time. And he's gonna get it when he gets it, and he's probably always gonna struggle with it. I have ADHD. My diagnosis came late too. And it's something that even into almost 40 years old, I still struggle with. So we're he's going through this, we go with it together and go step by step. We've gone very slow, and it's not just one page at a time, it's activities as needed. So we go through this and through it again, and if we're still struggling, we go back and do it again. So this is a very, very, very useful tool if you have children that have ADHD, that are a little bit older into their teen years or middle school years, and you really want to work with them and really identify specific things that you want to work on. I highly, highly recommend this workbook. Now I do want to mention the Good and the Beautiful language arts curriculum. They're all pretty much the same. They cover geography, vocabulary, spelling, reading, writing, and this really breaks down like public speaking. I'm adding in there with it. It's very simple to add. And also a lot of the writing, like the different types of writing that I learned in speech class in college. So this is very well rounded, I feel, writing curriculum. I gave some thought to adding IEW this year, changed my mind, both for financial reasons and because I really feel that this is a very good, well-rounded curriculum. And I don't feel like if he was a really serious writer, like he really enjoyed it, I would probably add IEW, but he doesn't love writing. It's not his first love in school. And I feel that this gives him everything that he really needs to know to be successful beyond high school. Along with that, for reading to go along with that, these are the books that they suggest getting. We've got Men of Iron, Harriet the Moses of Her People, A Girl of the Limberlost, Sagebrush Surgeon, and the Christoph von Schmidt. So this is what he will do as directed by his reading curriculum in his language arts that I just read. I also have, looking at the list here, I have Little Men, the Golden, it is so far away, the Golden something, Golden Wings of Genghis Khan, and a handful of other books that I'm going to add for him to read. Just because he is a very good reader, reads quick, and we're going to be doing that. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add the honors track for him for reading this year. And I wanted to do it this past year, but I decided with it being a new curriculum and it being a lot more intense than what he was used to, I wasn't going to do it. This year I'm going to. I think he can handle it and do well. And we're going to read the Screw Tape Letters. I've never read this book. I know this is an awesome book. I can't wait to read it. And I got the book study to go along with it. So I'm gonna read this with him. I'm gonna get my own copy, I think, and we will do this together. Or maybe I'll listen to it on audio and he can read through it and we can discuss it together. So we will be doing that book study. For math, he's gonna be doing, once he's finished with algebra, which is pretty soon. He's about to finish that up for our summer semester. And then he's gonna be going straight into geometry. Well, not straight, he'll have about a month break. And then he'll go into geometry for teaching textbooks. Science. Science was an epic failure last year. It was bad. We got, I don't know. I don't even want to know how much we did not get through. I ended up adding in some stuff, just pretty much adding him into what we were doing with everybody else. And he did not get full science credit for last year. I'm being real with it. We had a curriculum failure. I don't know why. I have kept trying to go back to Apologia because it has the reputation of a fantastic curriculum. I know several homeschoolers, personal friends, YouTube friends, Instagram friends, they all love Apologia. I don't. I do not like it. It is so intense. The reading level is intense. The language that they use is hard to understand when you get up in higher levels for my kids, and it's just not our cup of tea. So I got rid of all the Apologia stuff out of my house, gone, so that I'm never tempted again to use it. So 2 years ago, we started on this curriculum. I bought this very curriculum I'm about to show you 2 years ago. And then we ended up not using it and going in a different direction because just of interest, because we do child-led learning and he really wanted to learn something totally different. So we went with that and he did really well there. But that left me with this curriculum that I still have to use. So we are going to redo general science. It's a very important science credit. It's a good place to start, but we are going to use Masterbooks. Like I said, I had this. The only thing I had to get again was the teacher guide because it has all of that in there and I use that for testing. What that all is going to entail. This is their General Science 1. It says Survey of Earth and Sky, and that covers minerals, the mineral book, the big book of astronomy, the ocean book, and the weather book. We are starting this now because weather in Illinois, we are on the cusp of Tornado Alley and we get a lot of tornadoes and we get a lot of super severe storms. We've already had several this year. In the past few days, we've had a grand total of 8 tornado warnings. So we are going to jump into weather now while it's here now, and we can not just read about it in a book, but actually see it. So we're starting this right now. So we'll get a head start on it, which is fine because, like I said, we're kind of behind a year. But real life, I want to share it. That happens. We make it up. Great. That'd be fantastic. We're definitely going to push for that to make that up. If we end up being a little late, and not finishing super on time with that, that's okay. Perfect. perks of homeschooling. For history, this past year we did Masterbooks for history. I loved it. He enjoyed it. Man, we had some good talks about the topics at hand. We did American history, US history, whatever it was called. We're doing world history this year, again by Masterbooks. These are the books. I got these. These are the older books. The newer versions are full of color and they're beautiful, but black and white is cheaper and it works just as good. It is the same information in there. And I have no problem learning out of a black and white book. You have any problems working out of a black and white book, Wyatt?
No.
No. So the things that he is going to be included with for group studies are also going to double as his elective credits. He's going to have a grand total of 6 credits this year that he is going to be working on. Memory work, he's going to be included in this. He already knows most of it. The government stuff is what he more needs the reminders in, but he has his own memorization stuff. That is all of these. See these flashcards? I have hung up right there. All of that is included in his high school curriculum. There's also a grammar and writing guide. I did not have to purchase that again because you purchased that once and it's good for the entire year. That gives them all of their reference stuff. So I will pop a video up here so you guys can see last year and you can see the full walkthrough of that. He has expressed an interest in guitar and we started to do that this year and just didn't have time for it. So we're gonna try and squeeze that in for next year so that he can get that elective credit for music. He is still continuing. He's doing really good with sign language. We're doing life print for that. That's for everybody. The 2 more things that he's gonna be getting this year is going to be the Typing 2 curriculum. He did one from last year just to work on finger placement and speed of typing and comfort and working the keyboard and everything because he's doing so much with computers, and the older he gets, the more he's gonna be doing with computers. He's doing more research stuff, and that's just something to kind of sharpen his skills. And the other thing is I'm putting together a home economics course for him. This past year we did woodshop and he's finishing that up over the summer because a lot of our projects are being done over the summer. He's done excellent work with that. He's learned a ton of things. So this year he loves to cook. So I decided we're going to do home ec. It's another electives credit for him to earn, and he's going to be learning some sewing. He's going to be learning building recipes because he has an interest in culinary arts. So he's going to be learning different components of cooking that he doesn't yet know, and he's going to be learning cooking from scratch. A lot of things that we get from our homestead and pulling them into the house, into the kitchen, and creating recipes from what you grow. So that's an important thing, an important skill that we want all the kids to learn. Very important life skill. And I can turn that into a full curriculum for him to get high school credit for it. I will be doing a video on that once I have that all complete in black and white. I will have a copy of it over on our website. If you guys want to print it out and use that, you can get credit for your kids for high school for that, for any level. So stay tuned for that. I will let you guys know when that is available. But yeah, that is all of our 10th grade curriculum. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Tomorrow is going to be our group studies haul. It's gonna include like their science, their history, some geography, some foreign language, stuff like that. So we are going to be putting all of that together for you guys for tomorrow. So if you have not yet subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get notified by YouTube that that video went out. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well, and we'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Bye.